Luka Doncic scored 29 points, Kyrie Irving added 25, and the Dallas Mavericks wrapped up the Southwest Division title by beating the Miami Heat 111-92 on Wednesday night. Doncic also had 9 rebounds and 9 assists for Dallas, which will face the Los Angeles Clippers in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs, that series starting either April 20th or 21. It'll be the third opening round matchup between those teams in the last 4 seasons. The Clippers won each of the first 2. Derrick Jones Jr., P.J. Washington and Daniel Gafford all finished with 12 points for Dallas. Tyler Herro led the Heat with 21 points. Kevin Love had 16 points and 11 rebounds, Caleb Martin scored 14, and Jimmy Butler had 12 for the Heat. Miami could have assured itself no worse than the number 7 spot in the Eastern Conference standings by winning its final 3 games, all at home, starting with the Mavericks and then wrapping up with games against Toronto on Friday and Sunday. But once again, the home court edge was not enough of an edge for the Heat. Miami fell to 20-19 at home this season, after going 24-17 in road games during the regular season. The Heat need 2 wins and a lot of help to avoid going on the road for the first play-in tournament game next week. It was all Dallas early, and pretty much stayed that way. Dallas led by as many as 25 in the first half, the 5th time this season that Miami got that far behind on its home floor, and the 3rd such game in the last 7 Heat home contests. Gafford, he of the streak of 33 consecutive made field goals that ended last month, was 6 for 6, extending his current streak of made shots to 22 and counting. Miami made a run in the second half, getting within single digits, first 9, then 8, on separate possessions early in the 4th quarter. And both times, Dallas didn't let the margin get any closer. Baskets by Gafford and Washington stopped both and pushed Dallas' lead back to double figures. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 26 points in 26 minutes, and the Oklahoma City Thunder rolled past the Victor Wembanyama-less San Antonio Spurs 127-89 on Wednesday night. Josh Giddey had 20 points, 12 rebounds and 7 assists, and Gordon Hayward added 18 points for the Thunder, who won their 3rd straight and improved to 55-25 overall. Zach Collins had 20 points and 7 rebounds for the Spurs. Wembanyama, one of the league's rising stars as a rookie, was out with an injured right ankle. Spurs coach Greg Popovich said he was sitting Wembanyama because it was the 2nd game of a back-to-back set and he was looking out for his star's long-term health. Popovich said before the game that the 20-year-old Wembanyama was not happy about being told to sit out. San Antonio's number 2 scorer, Devin Vassell, was out with a foot injury, number 3 scorer Keldon Johnson was out with a sprained left foot, and number 4 scorer Jeremy Sochan missed the game with a left ankle issue. The Thunder entered the night just 1 game behind the Minnesota Timberwolves in the race for the best record in the Western Conference with 3 games remaining, so they weren't in position to take the struggling Spurs lightly. Oklahoma City ran out to an 11-0 lead as the Spurs missed their first 7 shots and didn't score for more than 3 minutes to begin the game. The Thunder led 34-11 at the end of the first quarter. It was the fewest points Oklahoma City has allowed in any quarter this season. Oklahoma City led 68-35 at halftime. The Thunder held San Antonio to 28.6% shooting and scored 22 points off San Antonio's 10 turnovers before the break. Gilgeous-Alexander and Giddey each scored 18 points in the first half. It was a season low in points allowed for the Thunder in a half this season. Bobby Portis had 30 points, 9 rebounds and a career-high 5 steals to help the Milwaukee Bucks withstand Giannis Antetokounmpo's absence and beat the Orlando Magic 117-99 on Wednesday. The Bucks played a night after Antetokounmpo left a 104-91 victory over the Boston Celtics because of a strained left calf. The Bucks announced Wednesday that the 2-time MVP would miss the final 3 games of the regular season, though his availability for the start of the playoffs remains uncertain. Damian Lillard had 29 points and 8 assists for the Bucks, who improved to 4-3 in games Antetokounmpo has missed this season. Jay Crowder scored 14 points off the bench. Pat Beverly had 13 points, 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Milwaukee 49-31 is 1.5 games ahead of New York 47-32 and 2 games ahead of Cleveland 47-33 in the race for the Eastern Conference's number 2 playoff seed behind the Boston Celtics, who already have clinched the NBA's best regular season record. The Magic 46-34 have lost 2 straight and 3 of 4 as they try to earn one of the Eastern Conference's top 6 seeds and avoid falling into a play-in situation. Orlando is chasing its first playoff berth since 2020 and only its third since 2012. Orlando visits Philadelphia on Friday and hosts Milwaukee on Sunday in its final 2 regular season games. Cole Anthony scored 23 points, Paolo Banchero 20 and Jalen Suggs 18 for the Magic. Orlando's Franz Wagner missed a second straight game with a sprained right ankle. The Magic scored the first 5 points of the game, but the Bucks answered with a 7-0 run. Although the Magic tied the game a couple of times in the next 2.5 minutes, they never led again. Portis had 24 points and 4 steals in the first half alone to help the Bucks grab a 64-50 lead at the break. In the first 1.5 quarters of the game, Orlando committed 10 turnovers and the Bucks outscored the Magic 16-0 in points off turnovers. The Bucks maintained a double-digit lead throughout the second half. Bucks reserve guard A.J. Green played 15 minutes before exiting with a sprained left ankle.